thanks for all joining us. It's nice that when you have something to announce, people show up. And I'm really happy today that we have some great things to announce about a terrific card on April 22nd at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn that will be televised by Showtime Championship Boxing with a 9 p.m. Eastern Time start time, 6 p.m. Pacific. Everyone knows the main event, great fight, Berto against Showtime Sean Porter. Sensational matchup in the welterweight division, very meaningful. We had a press call yesterday to announce a co-feature, which is yet another 154-pound matchup that Showtime has put together. Showtime's become the network of the junior middleweight division, and all the champions and top contenders have been fighting on Showtime with consistency. And Jermell Charlo against Charles Hatley is another example of that kind of matchup. Jermell's first defense of his 54-pound title against Hatley, who's an excellent fighter, promoted by the inimitable Don King, who will be here the week of the fight. But that's a terrific fight. And today we're here to make some big announcements about the rest of the card. The biggest announcement is that a very big man who's sitting right next to me is going to be fighting on this card. Luis King Kong Ortiz, one of the best heavyweights in the world, had a storied amateur career. All he's done as a professional fighter is knock people out. It's a tremendous risk to any fighter in the heavyweight division. And as was pointed out at times when I was speaking on behalf of Team Wilder, I wasn't exactly running to the idea of fighting Mr. Ortiz, because he's 38 years old, but he can knock holes through walls. And part of the reason he's on this card, and part of the reason, I know I just spoke to his people, and you know, they signed with Al Heyman to get big exposure and big opportunities. You know, they want the biggest fights. I found out, you know, only a day or two ago this was even a possibility, and yesterday that Luis had signed with Al. He's fighting on April 22nd. That fight's 3 weeks away. This guy's been in the gym. He's been ready to fight. He knows that being seen on a card of this magnitude is a tremendous opportunity for him. He knows making his first appearance in Brooklyn is a huge opportunity for him to become part of the big buzz that's been around Brooklyn boxing since Brett's been in charge of that building. And I know what Ortiz has in mind is a big victory on April 22nd to propel him to another big fight as quickly as possible, and then to the biggest fights in the world. That's what his people have said that they want. That's what Luis just told me that he wanted. And before my friend Mike Coppinger asked any stupid question, Mike, you know that a lot of stuff is said. It's just business. I've always had the most respect for this guy, and he deserves it. And you know, also, people make mistakes in the past. This guy's a part of the WBC clean boxing program 24/7, 365 days a year right now. So, you know, all of that is in the background. And the 38-year-old Luis Ortiz needs things to happen fast. And I'm going to bring up first a gentleman that's helping him make those things happen fast. The man who runs Showtime Boxing, Stephen Espinoza.
Thank you, Lou. We're thrilled to make the announcement of these undercard fights from local favorites like Jason Sosa, Richardson Hitchens, who made his debut at Barclays Center last card. We've got quality top to bottom. To add a fighter of the caliber of Luis Ortiz, to add Amanda Serrano in what we believe to be an all-time record for women's title fights. She's going for fifth different division as a women's world titleist. As far as we can tell, that hasn't been done before. So when you see a card that has, you know, this type of quality, top to bottom, you know it's got to be a Showtime card. When you can go 4 or 5 fights deep on the card, and you have world champions and former world champions and recognizable names, that's the kind of quality that we're working every day to deliver to boxing fans at Showtime. It's what DiBella does every day. It's what Barclays Center does every day. So what we had was a very good event, and it's now turned into a special event, and I'm very excited for April 22nd. Thank you.
You know, sometimes you're looking at putting on a fighter of the caliber of King Kong Ortiz on a few weeks' notice. I was lucky enough that I'd been in conversations with Derek Rossi's longtime promoter, Sal Musamichi, for the last month and a half about Derek fighting on this type of time frame. So I know that Derek Rossi is ready in the gym, prepared, and that he's going to give a test to King Kong Ortiz. Derek's under no illusions. He knows he's not predicted to win, but he's never predicted to win. I saw a fight less than a year ago against Davern, where I watched the fight and I watched the fight again, and every time I watch it, I see Derek Rossi won, but he didn't get the decision. He's the best 31-12 fighter in the heavyweight division, and 12 of those losses, 6 of them don't belong there, or more, because this guy's a real professional, and he deserves this opportunity. He's originally from Long Island, from Medford, Long Island. He's moved from Medford to Bedford. He now lives in Bedford, New York, which is actually a beautiful community. He moved to a nice place. And he's a true pro, and I'm actually proud also to have Derek on this card, because I've never seen Derek give less than 110%. And you know, these are the kind of fights that we've been making consistently with the help of Showtime, with Premier Boxing Champions, but over and over again at the Barclays Center. You know, we've made a conscious effort to load these cards so that people walk in when doors open, and between the time they walk in and the time they leave, they're entertained that whole time, that whole night. That's what Brooklyn Boxing's all about. That's what the Barclays Center's boxing program's all about. And a lot of that has to do with this gentleman, Brett Yormark.
Thank you, Lou. Just to start things off, welcome everyone. And you know, it's been a special start to the year for Brooklyn Boxing. You think about January 14th and what a great night that was, and then you move to March 4th, and boy, you had over 5 million people tune in to that spectacular night, thanks to Steven Espinoza and Showtime and CBS, and now April 22nd, and as Lou said, it was always a good card, and now it's become pretty special. So we're really excited about what we're building in Brooklyn, and with the support of Lou and PBC and Steven, we're making great strides. I want to welcome Luis Ortiz for the first time, you know, to Brooklyn and to the Barclays Center. It'll be a special night, I'm sure. And Derek, thank you for coming too. I was just telling Derek, I know he's a native Long Islander. We're about to cut the ribbon on the Coliseum tomorrow, and what we've been able to expect from boxing in Brooklyn will certainly bring over to Long Island. So hopefully we'll get you there sooner than later, Derek. I'd also like to acknowledge some of the fighters that have made Brooklyn Boxing to this point and welcome them back. First, and certainly Amanda, thank you for coming back, and it should be a historic night, so an early congratulations. I'd also like to welcome back Julian and Richardson back to the Barclays Center and to be a part of Brooklyn Boxing again. I want to thank Jonathan and Jose for being here today. We look forward to a great matchup in Brooklyn on the 22nd. And we're going to continue, as Lou said, to put on the biggest and best events we can. It's been a great start to the year. April 22nd will be spectacular, and more to come after that. So thank you for being here, and we look forward to seeing you on the 22nd.
This is not going to be the first time, but I'm going to go off the script, and I'm going to save the guys for last. It just seems more appropriate. I want to bring up first a couple of prospects who are from the New York area. The first kid I want to bring up, great amateur Golden Glove champion, signed with my friend Floyd Mayweather Promotions, and I know that this guy's got a great future. He's also got a really interesting story that I want to give him the opportunity to tell. He and Andre Berto don't really know each other very well, but their lives intersected in a sort of very important way. And I wanted to bring up Richardson Hitchens to tell you that story.
Hello, good afternoon. Yeah, my name is Richardson Hitchens, 2016 Olympian. And yeah, I remember as an amateur, I was leaving the amateur ranks, and I wasn't really fond of the amateurs no more. I didn't want to go to the Olympics and none of that. And I was training with the USA team. I had a friend, Shakur Stevenson, and Julie Ghost. They kept on begging me, like, yo, stay, you gotta stay, we're gonna get Andre Berto to pay for you. I didn't believe it was gonna happen. A couple months later, I fought the Golden Gloves, and after I won the Golden Gloves, I was ready to turn pro, you know, was having troubles ready to turn pro. So I got the phone call from Julie, Berto's gonna pay for you to go to Azerbaijan to qualify. And I went over there, no international experience. I wasn't really too fond of going to Olympics. It wasn't really, my dreams were already done. Berto helped me, he paid for my ticket. I went out there, fought for Haiti. I was the only boxer from any Caribbean country to qualify for the Olympics. And went to the Olympics. Basically, I didn't get the decision versus the US. And now I'm a pro, 1-0, and I'm excited to be fighting in the Barclays Center for my second pro fight. And I'm just ready to put on the show. I want to definitely thank Berto for even I'm able to call myself a 2016 Olympian, because without Berto, my dreams would never came true. Because everybody know, ain't nothing like the Olympic experience, being on that stage, fighting for your country, and it was great. So I just want to thank Berto. I'm happy to be able to share the stage with him April 22nd, watch him do work. I'm gonna go do my thing, and I'm just happy. So everybody tune in April 22nd. We got a lot of great fighters on the card. We got Julian Sosa, we got my teammate Jonathan, and we got Luis Ortiz, Andre Berto versus Porter, which is gonna be a great fight. And I just want everybody to tune in and enjoy a great night of boxing.
I thought that was an important story that he told. And you know, it's not, if you know Berto, it's really sort of in keeping with who Berto is. You know, like I promoted Berto for a long time. We go back since he's a kid. And when one of the things, he comes from a strong Haitian family, and you know, we've done numerous fundraisers when I worked with Berto for Haitian relief, and I know people remember, but he had a fight canceled after the big earthquake in Haiti, and he actually went to Haiti on a humanitarian mission to help in Haiti for a period of time. And I never knew the story, and Richardson said, hey, you know, I have the story, I'd sort of like to tell it, and thank you for telling it. Tell us a little bit about who Andre Berto is, and yet another reason to come out and support a great fight when Berto pulls it all on the line against Sean Porter, because that's a great fight. I'm really looking forward to that one. Richardson mentioned another young man that's become a staple on shows in New York. Julian Sosa represents the growing Mexican population in New York City, and has a huge following. Support him every fight. His dad, one of the best trainers in the New York area, also trains Richardson, and he comes from a boxing family, and he was named Ring 8's Prospect of the Year, local Prospect of the Year, and you're going to see a bunch of people wearing sombreros and Julian Sosa hats at Barclays Center on April 22nd. So Julian Sosa.
Good afternoon, everyone. Yes, third appearance at the Barclays Center. Very humble. Just, you know, another big stage to perform under. And just like every fight, all I could do to show my appreciation to everyone that got me here is just to keep working hard and just do what I got to do to put on a good performance the night come April 22nd. And I know it is going to be a good night, just as far as, you know, looking at the fighters aside me. It's going to be a great card. I'm planning to put on a great show. It's just going to be a night to remember. I got a lot to prove just to myself. All I can say is going to be a great night, and I'm just very humbled to be under a card in this magnitude once again. And it's just gonna be the start of something come April 22nd. And I just hope all of you tune in because it's going to be a night to remember. Thank you very much.
BarclaysCenter.com, Ticketmaster.com, American Express box office at the Barclays Center. I urge everybody to get their tickets. The majority of these again are priced really reasonably. Come out to the Barclays Center and join us. If you're listening in around the country, tune in on Showtime. There's also, we just put together, actually literally in the last 24 hours, a terrific fight for this undercard. And this matchup's made, and it's a matchup between two undefeated prospects, both of whom have ties to the New York area. Jonathan Maravilla Alonso, 12-0 with 4 KOs, fights out of Brooklyn, trains out of Brooklyn. He's a junior welterweight. He was 85-11 as an amateur, and he was a 2012 Olympian for Spain. He turned pro in 2014. Jonathan's fought many times under the Broadway boxing banner, so he's known to New York fight fans. He's known to fight fans who tune in to Sportsnet New York and have seen our Broadway boxing telecast. He's a terrific young man and a terrific talent. And he's going to be fighting Jose Miguel Borrego, 11-0, 10 KOs, welterweight out of Mexico, 19-year-old southpaw, turned pro in 2015. This is his New York debut. He won the WBC Youth Silver Junior Welterweight title in November with a second-round KO. So this is really a significant matchup between two guys with unbelievable amateur pedigrees and terrific records. And I'm really looking forward, to this fight as a fight fan, and it's a great fight for an off-TV undercard. It's amazing, and only people that come to the Barclays Center are going to get to see this one. Ricky, can you translate for Jose Miguel Borrego?
Antes que nada, muy buenas tardes a todos ustedes. Mi nombre es José Miguel Borrego y quiero darle las gracias a ustedes por estar aquí en este día muy especial y contento de estar aquí en una cartelera muy buena, llena de talento latino, como son los compañeros que están aquí al lado mío.
So before anything, I'd like to thank everybody for being here, and I'm very thankful for this opportunity. I'm very excited to be here and also sharing the stage with fellow Latin fighters as well as I, and I'm very thankful for that.
Y pues darle las gracias a ustedes por estar aquí con nosotros. Sabemos que tenemos una pelea difícil, pero vamos a salir con la victoria. Nosotros venimos a pelear y es lo que el 22 de abril van a ver, una gran pelea contra un excelente rival. Y pues darle las gracias otra vez, gracias a Dios por esta oportunidad y espero que disfruten esa pelea.
Once again, thank you all for being here. We know that this is going to be a very difficult fight, but that's what we're here for. We're here to fight, and I promise you all that on that day you're going to see an excellent fight. Thank you all, and God bless you.
When I first started promoting Jonathan Alonso, I would have needed to bring up Ricky, but Jonathan Alonso is a pretty good student, and his English now some might argue is better than mine. So I'm going to bring up Jonathan Alonso, who doesn't need a translator.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for coming. The first I want to say thank you, my promoter, DiBella, for this. This is a big opportunity for me. Thank you, all my team. And let me tell you something. I was Olympian in London 2012. Right now, I'm pro with 12-0, 4 knockouts. I'm training hard with my team. This is will be my second time in Barclays. You know, Barclays is an amazing place. Very good poster right here. My friends, Richardson, Sosa, always training hard together with Sosa. So In 22nd will be a great night. Will be a great show. And I'm hungry. This is my time. And thank you, Lou, once again for this opportunity. Thank you so much.
This next young lady is not only a champion, she's a great champion. And she's one of the best pound-for-pound female fighters in the world today. That's not even a question. That's the truth. I've been promoting her for the last couple of years, but a lot of the work that went into her was done by our manager, Jordan Maldonado, and I thank you, Jordan, for everything you've done for your sister-in-law. And by the way, Jordan's wife, Cindy, is also a reigning world champion and Puerto Rico's only other world champion, other than Amanda Serrano. No woman fighter in history has ever won 5 titles in 5 weight classes. But what's more amazing, and if you look at the long, incredible, glorious history of the island of Puerto Rico in boxing, no Puerto Rican fighter has ever won 5 world championships in 5 weight classes. The greats like Trinidad, Gomez, Vasquez, Camacho, they won 3. Miguel Cotto, to this point in time, is the only man or woman that's won 4. And on April 22nd, Amanda Serrano is going to attempt to make history, make Puerto Rican history, make history for women, by being the first Puerto Rican woman, Puerto Rican period, to win 5 world championships in 5 weight classes. And by the way, you also think about that, and the fact that she's bouncing back down now to 118 pounds. She's won titles as heavy as 135. That's an amazing achievement for a young lady that's not a big young lady, and she's fought the best out there her whole career, no matter the weight, and chosen to prove herself to be the best every time she possibly can. She deserves the attention she's getting. I'm very, very thankful to Steven Espinoza and for Showtime for giving her the attention she deserves. She's not only the best woman fighter I promote, she may very well be the best fighter I promote. She's a great fighter, and that's no slight. I promote some great champions and great fighters, but this lady stands, shoulder to shoulder with any of them. She's a great fighter, Amanda Serrano.
Wow, thank you, Lou. That was an amazing intro. I want to thank you guys for all being here, and I definitely want to thank DiBella, Showtime, Barclays Center for this great opportunity come April 22nd. I'm going for history, and my eyes on that prize. I really want this so bad. I trained hard. I have one of the best managers, trainers, Jordan Maldonado. He literally works. He fights harder than I do in the ring. He's always fighting for me and my sister outside the ring, and it's because of him we getting this opportunity for my 5th division. I just want to make history, and what better than to make history in Brooklyn at the Barclays Center. Yeah, I'm just extremely excited. No matter who they put in front of me, it's going to be a night of fireworks. It's just going to be a great night, and I'm doing this for female boxing. I'm going to put on a hell of a show that we always have talent, and yeah, you should definitely come out April 22nd. It's going to be a great night with these other great fights. I look up to the majority of these fighters next to me, and I actually seen the ones grow up into the sport, and it's going to be a great night. April 22nd, I'm going to be making history. Thank you.
It's not a title fight, but I'm going to still call him the challenger because everyone knows he's the challenger. This is you know, a fight that's an uphill battle in most people's minds for Derek Rossi, but Derek Rossi spent his career fighting uphill battles and has never given more than 110%. And when I say that I respect this guy as much as I respect many world champions and almost anybody in boxing, it's the truth, because I do, because he deserves it. He's never given less than everything he has. And he's been in the gym, he's been preparing for a fight. He thought a meaningful fight was coming at the end of April. I don't think he thought it was going to be King Kong Ortiz, but he just found that out, and I don't think that makes him any less eager for the opportunity. Sal, why don't you come up here, because you deserve to introduce him. His longtime promoter, and Sal and I have been talking seriously for, what, 5-6 weeks, Sal, about Derek fighting on this time frame. So King Kong Ortiz may be a surprise, but the fact that Derek is getting an opportunity in April isn't. His longtime promoter, Sal Musanici.
Thank you. Welcome all. It's a sport of warriors, okay? We have talented fighters here, put it all on the line, and that's what the fans enjoy. But there's something behind it that most of the fans, when they turn on a TV or go to a venue, it's very complicated and complex sport. And I'd like to thank Lou for the great promotions he's doing, especially here in New York, and his staff keeping boxing going and bringing life back to boxing. I'd like to thank the venues, Brett Yormark out of Barclays, because all the moving parts and everything that they have to provide, and all the behind-the-scenes stuff that the public really isn't aware of. It's a lot of work. I'd like to thank Steven Espinosa from Showtime. Again, what their staff does and the way they bring quality production. Everybody's in for a great treat, especially this night. And now when you watch the events live or on TV, you'll think about everything that goes into the months behind it, the work that all the people do to bring great entertainment to the public, and the greatest sport in the world. Hello? I don't think I even need the mic. I cut the mic. So here's where we are, and I'm known that I say it like it is, and most people respect that. Some that I don't have things nice to say about, I don't think they like it, but let me share something, is that right here, sitting right to my right, is who's the most feared heavyweight in the world. I don't care who's holding whatever belts they are right now. This is a man that's most feared heavyweight by all, okay? And not many are willing to step in the ring with him, okay? And I give him respect, and I wish him the best. I welcome him to New York, okay? But what we have over here is Derek Rossi, a man who's fought many of the best out there, has been waiting for his shot, has gone to other countries, other states, never cried about decisions, but just like Lou said, a man who says it like it is, he's been robbed many times. But you'll never hear that from Derek. He's a true warrior and a true champion. When we were talking about different opportunities and different fighters, okay, there were two other names on the table that we had opportunities to fight. When Mr. Ortiz's name came up, Derek said to me, to be the best, you have to beat the best. And that's why Derek is here today. And I want to share with you, he's been training, he's been ready, and like they say, when opportunity knocks at the door, be ready, and he's here to answer the door. So I assure you, I don't know where this is going to be as far as TV or being televised, but I assure you, I'm not taking anything away from the main event or co-feature. This is a fight you all want to see. So get your tickets, like Lou said, he told you where to get your tickets, get them in advance, and come here. Just a little more than a year ago, as Lou had mentioned, Derek fought Romain Stavern. He dropped him in the first round, went on to beat him at least 7 out of 10 rounds, but the judges saw it a different way. It is what it is, it's the past, here we are, and on April 22nd, I assure you, you're going to see a fight of heavyweights, 2 warriors in the ring that deserves that it should be a world title fight in itself. Thank you all.
Jay Jimenez, come up and say a few words. Jay Jimenez from Team Ortiz.
First of all, I want to thank all of you for being here, and thank DiBella, Showtime. I want to especially thank Al Heyman for giving us a chance to be in his camp. and be part of Ortiz. And come April 22nd, they offered us a fight. To fight with Rossi. We didn't think Rossi would take it, even though we know Rossi has never ever come to lay down. He took it on a day's notice, 2 days' notice, and that was amazing to us. Because everybody else says it, like Lou and this promoter said that they'll fight Lewis, but we haven't seen it. It takes time to do those fights. And with that said, we're happy to be here. I want to thank everyone, and we'll see April 22nd. It's going to be a great fight. Hopefully people come see it. It's great main events. That's all. Thank you very much.
And without further ado, this guy's sort of like a Rocky figure, formerly of Medford, now of Bedford, Derek Rossi.
Once again, I just want to thank Showtime and thank Barclays Center for considering me for this fight. I want to thank Luis Ortiz. Like everyone says, you know, you got to fight the best, you got to beat the best to be the best. He's the best, and nobody wants to face him. I'm willing to face him. I'm willing to step in there, and I think you're going to see a great fight. You're going to see two well-conditioned, highly trained athletes, you know, go for broke. So please come to the fights early and watch us, because you don't want to miss it. So thanks for having me, and once again, thanks for giving me the opportunity.
As Steven mentioned, you will be able to see this fight on TV. Those details will come out later, but you will be able to see these on Showtime. Amanda's fight and the main, well, the Luis Ortiz fight with Derek Rossi. But by the way, you really do want to see them live, because there's nothing like seeing them live. So, Ticketmaster.com, BarclaysCenter.com, American Express box office at Barclays Center. Get your tickets, because you want to be there. This is a great, great, great show. You gonna help me? Without further ado, a scary man. When your nickname's King Kong, you know you're a scary man. But he seems like a nice guy, but his nickname's King Kong, so I ain't fucking with him. Luis King Kong Ortiz.
Gracias a todos. Yo no soy una persona de mucho hablar, pero bueno, hoy no tengo tanto nervio. Ayer fue mi cumpleaños y parece que un año más me dio un poquito más de experiencia.
Not a man of many words, but yesterday was my birthday, and this extra year has given me more experience, so I'm gonna talk a little more.
Quiero darle las gracias a Jaime por haberme dado la oportunidad de entrar en su compañía. Aquí todo aquel que sabe del boxeo sabe que es uno de los más grandes, una de las más grandes compañías que puso los boxeadores a lograr sus sueños. A mi mancha, lleva mucho tiempo sin dormir, siempre pensando en mí para que yo cumpla mis sueños, mi entrenador, Javi, Showtime, darle las gracias a todos por creer en King Kong. Yo tengo
We'd like to thank Al Heyman for welcoming him to his team. Thank you so much for that opportunity. Very excited about that. And wants to thank his manager, who has worked so hard and hasn't rested one day to help him reach his dreams of becoming the world champion one day. His team, his trainers, and he's just very thankful to everybody for this great opportunity. Showtime, just thank you.
Esto no me gusta porque cuando me pongo así ya estoy listo para pelear.
I don't like this stuff too much because I'm ready to fight already.
Quiero darle las gracias una vez más a Jaime por haberme dado la oportunidad de estar aquí y sí, confío en él y creo que me da la posibilidad de pelear, que estoy mandatorio para la pelea con Joshua y Klitschko. No sé quién va a ganar. Quien gane sabe que va a tener tremendo lío con King Kong.
He's very excited and thanking Al Heyman again for this great opportunity. Just waiting for my opportunity to fight the winner of Joshua and Klitschko. Just let them get ready for the winner of that fight because they're going to have to face King Kong. Thank you.
Everyone can remain seated. I just what I want to do is right now for a second, Derek, if you can go out there, and Luis, if you can go out over here, pose that picture. And then we do have a special little presentation, so if you can wait a second.
Stare down, guys. Oh, let's stare down.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Louis. Happy birthday to you.
And he can actually eat it. Not trying to make weight. Yeah, how about that? Good. Let him keep the rest of it. Every week. Bring out more cake. Wow.
You have your cake and eat it too. Yeah, when as Amanda just pointed out, when you're a heavyweight, you can have your cake and eat it too.
Jonathan and Gribble, I want you to just share down this side. Yes, let's get up here. And let's do a shot. Stare down there. And then we'll do everybody.
Quick question. Run for a meeting right now. You can see he's running for a meeting right now. We can schedule something. Yeah. There's nothing. We don't want everyone to see that. Don't you? I want to see
Heavyweight for the man in the middle.
One with everybody fits down. And one more real quick. Okay, all the rest of the fighters, stay right there. You guys take care. Thank you.